me. I'm Elingsh in our favorite talk show, Among Us Show! Alright, let's start this talk show. As my partner explained earlier, that uniforms are mandatory clothes for students from kindergarten to high school. But nowadays, there are so many different opinions among people about school uniforms. Those are who agree and disagree with the policy where students are obligated to wear school uniforms. Now, I want to know, Mrs. Anissa, do you agree that students do not have to wear uniforms at school? And what do you think about that according to your point of view as a parent of students and from an economic point of view?
Thank you for the opportunity. In my opinion, a student should not wear a uniform because the uniform has nothing to do with the lesson taught in school. Uniforms are also just clothes they are worn on the body. It is not something that must be present in the school environment. Me as a student parent also object to the high cost of school uniform. If my child wearing normal clothes, then I don't have to pay extra for the uniform. So I agree with the opinion that students should not use uniform at school.
Cindy ngomong.
How is Mr. Habib? Do you agree with Mrs. Anissa, my opinion?
I don't agree. I think the costs incurred to buy a uniform are not too expensive. In fact, the cost of a school uniform depends on the quality of school. So if you feel the price of school uniform is too expensive, then it's not wrong the school, but it's parents' fault for sending their child to school without thinking about the cost of his child's school uniform later. And if you think about it, biologically, actually, parents will spend more money a lot to buy the child clothes if students wear normal clothes for school.
Okay, I would like to hear one more opinion from Mrs. Shifa on this matter.
Okay, thank you. In my opinion, the opinion of the two people is correct. There are some parents feel heavy with the cost needed to buy school uniform for her child. However, there are also parents who find it difficult that they have to continue to buy clothes for their children. If the school enforces a rule that students don't have to school uniforms, so a good way for this during student registration year, school must make policies for the poor to buy uniform at half the normal price. In the previous segment, we discussed about students not having to wear uniform from an economic view. Well, I want to hear from Aura as high school student. What do you think about students not having to be wearing a uniform according to social view? Do you agree with that?
Thank you. From a social point of view, in my opinion, wearing casual clothes at school can make students good interactive with each other, so that students can have a lot of friends, and if do socializing outside of school during school hours in school season, students will feel comfortable because of the free day wear. Because if you use a uniform in doing the socializing, student will feel less comfortable. I also, a student, will feel comfortable if doing socializing with other people wearing casual clothes. Thank you.
I immediately continued the conversation with Aura. I'm sorry, but I disagree with your opinion. Because I think the rules of this clothing can create a situation and condition of the school environment that there will be a high social inequality. So I cannot even imagine if a new bullying case appears if someone going to school that completely free their student spots. And it is a pity if student is bullied just because his collared shirt is his father's old shirt and then look back.
Good opinion. So, Mr. Shamdad, as a Minister of Education, what do you think about that?
In my personal opinion, that students is generally like to use casual clothes at school. I have an opinion on that. Aura said earlier that students like to use casual clothes on school because they feel comfortable while doing socialization. I think school can make policies that students are required to wear uniform while studying at school, but if they following the socialization while class hours, they are allowed to use casual clothes so they will feel comfortable while socialize with other people.
Wow, Mr. Shadad's opinion is very wise. Looks like we are going to take a break. Wait a minute, remember not to go anywhere. Stay on Mama Show.
Previously, we have heard our guest star's opinion about students do not have to wear a uniform. From two points of view, that is economic point of view and social point of view. In this segment, I want to ask about the problem that we will discuss in educational point of view. I want to hear Aura's opinion first. Aura, please share your opinion.
Okay, thank you. In my opinion, school uniforms don't really affect achievement student in learning. The reason is, if the student wear the free clothes, then they can approach the clothes they wear, so the student can be confident. If the student learning process can run smoothly, if students feel confident in themselves. Thank you.
It is true that school uniform will not affect achievement student, but this has the potential to cause friction. Because raising his price up, a child with low economy will be jealous of a child with a higher economy based on his view of the clothes worn. This is precisely make the learning process less effective and lead to achievement drop in school.
With all these differences of opinion can be resolved. Back again with school policies. School can do things such on big day or important anniversary. Students can wear free clothes, which is polite for refreshing student who like wear
free clothes, and for the day in ordinary school, students still wear school uniforms.
Okay, that's the opinion of this segment according to an educational point of view. Okay, we're going.
Hi, back with us on the last segment of today's Among Us show. This time, I will ask the guests to start point of view about students not having power uniform from a psychological point of view. I want to start with Mrs. Anissa, then Mrs. Kimiko, and finally close by Mr. Syadab. Please, Mrs. Anissa.
With students wearing free clothes, they can express their appearance through the clothes they wear, so that students can feel confident, happy, and even comfortable within themselves emerge. So that student psychology is good for student spiritual health.
But I believe the implementation of free clothes in school will have a psychological impact on underprivileged students. So the students should pay more attention on learning at school instead of just focus on what clothes to wear tomorrow to school.
Some of the things conveyed by the two teams are true. Of course, it's true that wearing school uniform makes students unable to express themselves there. And even some of them became insecure to wear school uniform. But I don't think it applies to every student because I think not all of them have good economic conditions. For them who have difficult economic conditions, it only can make their self-confidence getting low, and I think they only have clothes that are not proper to use at school. It will only make them get ridiculed, and it will automatically disturb their psychology. So I think the solution of this problem is it's necessary for school to make policies I think the solution of this problem is it's necessary for school to ensure that every student have good economic condition to enforcing this rule of wearing casual clothes at school.
Wow, thank you for the good opinion you conveyed today on the Among Us talk show. I am happy and honored for your presenting the Among Us show.
Finally, all our segments finished today. Well, it's time to wrap up the show. Have a nice day and